Trucks are built tough, but not all of them live up to the hype. Some models are nightmares on wheels, racking up repair bills and breaking down long before 60,000 miles. Today we're counting down the 20 least reliable trucks. From diesel disasters to high-tech headaches. Buckle up because some of these names might shock you. Number 20, Ram 1500, 2019 to 2021. When the 5th generation Ram 1500 hit the market, it looked like a game changer. Sleek styling, luxurious interiors, and cutting-edge tech helped it win awards and attention. But behind the glossy marketing, reliability issues began stacking up quickly. Owners started reporting frequent transmission problems with the 8-speed automatic, from harsh shifts and gear hesitation to outright failures well before 60,000 miles. Some even described sudden power loss during highway merging, turning what should have been a smooth ride into a safety concern. The 5.7-liter Hemi 5.8 also brought headaches. Lifters and camshafts were notorious for premature wear, creating the dreaded Hemi tick. Left unchecked, that tick could snowball into full-blown engine damage, often requiring thousands of dollars in repairs. Electronics didn't hold up either. The much-advertised Uconnect infotainment system froze, rebooted, or blacked out entirely, sometimes disabling backup cameras and navigation right when they were needed most. Interior quality also disappointed long-term owners, with seat motors failing, upholstery fraying, and trim pieces peeling long before expected. Even more concerning, Ram issued numerous recalls covering everything from faulty airbags to electrical shorts. What was pitched as the most advanced half-ton on the market quickly earned a reputation for leaving owners stranded at dealerships and repair shops. For a truck marketed as the perfect mix of workhorse and luxury, the 2019 to 2021 Ram 1500 too often proved it was style over substance. Number 19, Chevrolet Silverado 1500, 2014 to 2016. Chevy markets the Silverado as like a rock, but the 2014 to 2016 model showed some serious cracks in that foundation. Owners of these trucks faced a steady stream of costly and frustrating issues, many of which surfaced shockingly early in the truck's life. One of the most widespread complaints came from the 6-speed automatic transmission. Harsh shifts, slipping gears, and early breakdowns were common, with some drivers needing full rebuilds before even hitting 70,000 miles. For trucks marketed as reliable workhorses, that kind of failure was unacceptable. The 5.3-liter Ecotec 3 V8 added more trouble with its oil consumption problem. Many owners reported burning a quart every 1,000 miles, a clear sign of piston ring and valve seal defects. This not only drained wallets, but also caused spark plugs to foul, engines to misfire, and in worst cases, complete engine replacement. Beyond the drivetrain, electrical glitches became everyday annoyances. Power windows, door locks, and even dashboard displays often quit working without warning. ABS sensors were another weak point, leading to erratic braking performance or outright ABS failure. Rust became the nail in the coffin for many of these trucks, especially in northern states. Rocker panels, cab corners, and even frame components were quick to corrode, cutting years off the truck's usable life. Between expensive mechanical failures and a body that literally rotted away, these Silverados left owners questioning whether Chevy's rock-solid promise still applied. Number 18, Ford F-150, 2004 to 2006. The 2004 to 2006 Ford F-150 might be one of the most infamous generations in the truck world. On paper, it was America's favorite pickup. Under the hood, however, it became a nightmare for thousands of owners. At the center of the controversy was the 5.4-liter Triton V8, a power plant that gained a notorious nickname, the Spark Plug Shooting Gallery. Spark plugs didn't just fail, they violently ejected from the cylinder head, often taking the threads with them. The result? Costly repairs that frequently required replacing entire cylinder heads. But the problems didn't stop there. Timing chain tensioners and cam phasers wore prematurely, producing loud rattles and eventually catastrophic engine damage if ignored. Transmissions weren't much better, with drivers reporting shuddering, rough shifts, and early breakdowns that often demanded full rebuilds. Rust was another silent killer. Rocker panels, cab corners, and even frames rotted so quickly that many trucks failed inspections in states with road salt exposure. Some owners reported structural weakening to the point where cab alignment and door seals were compromised. Add in weak rear axles, noisy differentials, and an overall lack of durability, and this generation became one of Ford's most heavily criticized trucks. For buyers expecting a rugged workhorse, the mid-2000s F-150 turned out to be an expensive lesson in how design flaws can ruin even the best-selling truck in America. Number 17. Nissan Titan, 2017 to 2019. The second generation Nissan Titan was supposed to be Nissan's big step into the competitive full-size truck market. With a bold design and powerful V8, it looked ready to challenge the big three, but reliability, that's where things fell apart. Owners quickly discovered rear axle and differential issues that turned into costly disasters. Strange whining noises, excessive vibrations, and even complete axle failures left many Titans sidelined well before 60,000 miles. The 5.6-liter Endurance Phi 8 wasn't bulletproof either. Oil leaks around valve covers and gaskets were common, and some owners experienced overheating problems under heavy load. Those who bought the Titan expecting it to tow like a champ often ended up at the repair shop instead. Transmission troubles also appeared early, from overheating to harsh gear changes and complete breakdowns when towing. The headaches didn't stop under the hood. The Titan was plagued by weak braking systems that wore down too quickly, leaving owners with constant repair bills. Radiator failures added another layer of frustration, causing cooling system breakdowns and stranding drivers. Inside, the interior didn't hold up well either, with materials wearing faster than expected in a full-size truck. For Nissan's flagship truck, these years were anything but confidence-inspiring. Instead of cementing its place in the US market, the 2017 to 2019 Titan became known for being a gamble, one that too often ended in expensive repairs and owner regret. Number 16. Toyota Tundra, 2007 to 2010. Toyota built its reputation on bulletproof reliability, but the 2007 to 2010 Tundra was proof that even Toyota can stumble. While the truck looked tough and carried the powerful 5.7-liter I-Force V8, it faced a troubling mix of mechanical and structural problems. Transmission issues were high on the list, with slipping gears and early failures becoming common complaints. The cooling system also proved unreliable. Radiator failures and water pump leaks were frequent, often leading to overheating, and in some cases, full-blown engine damage. For a truck marketed as a dependable workhorse, that was a bitter pill for owners. The brake system was another sore spot. Seizing calipers caused uneven wear, warped rotors, and braking instability, a big red flag for anyone towing or hauling. Differential failures also appeared too often, with whining noises, vibrations, and in severe cases, total loss of power delivery to the wheels. But the real disaster was the frame rust issue. Rust was so severe in certain regions that Toyota had to launch recalls and even frame replacement programs. Some frames corroded so badly that the trucks were unsafe to drive. Add in exhaust manifold cracks, O2 sensor failures, and poor fuel economy, and the 2007 to 2010 Tundra's problems stacked up fast. For a brand usually praised for long-lasting reliability, this generation of Tundra left a lasting dent in Toyota's reputation among truck buyers. Number 15. GMC Sierra 1500, 2014 to 2017. The GMC Sierra 1500 often positions itself as the premium sibling to the Chevrolet Silverado, but between 2014 and 2017, owners quickly learned that a higher price tag didn't mean higher durability. The most notorious problem was transmission failure. The 8-speed automatic suffered from rough shifting, hard clunks, and early breakdowns, leaving many Sierras needing expensive repairs before 80,000 miles. The 5.3-liter Ecotec 3 V8 also carried over Chevy's oil consumption problem. Some owners reported burning a quart every 1,000 miles, leading to fouled spark plugs, misfires, and costly internal repairs. For those who bought a Sierra expecting smooth power delivery, the constant top-ups and repairs were a major letdown. Electronics also caused headaches. Infotainment systems glitched, backup cameras failed, and dash clusters went dark at random. Owners also faced problems with faulty airbag sensors, a serious safety concern. On the suspension side, components like ball joints and control arms wore out prematurely, creating clunking noises and poor handling. Rust wasn't far behind either. Northern owners frequently reported rocker panel corrosion and frame deterioration within just a few winters. What hurt most was that the Sierra was marketed as the refined, reliable choice, but instead of delivering peace of mind, it often left owners juggling mechanical breakdowns and high repair bills. For buyers expecting a step up from the Silverado, the 2014 to 2017 Sierra proved that premium didn't always mean dependable. Number 14. Ram 2500, 2013 to 2015. The heavy-duty Ram 2500 from 2013 to 2015 looked like a workhorse built to last a lifetime. With its bold design, available Cummins diesel power, and off-road ready trims, it seemed like the perfect truck for towing, hauling, or just showing off serious muscle. But once owners started putting miles on these trucks, the problems began stacking up. The big issue? Transmission failures. Many drivers reported rough shifting, slipping gears, and sudden loss of power under load. Not ideal when you're towing 10,000 pounds. Add in steering and suspension components that wore out faster than expected, and repair bills started climbing quickly. Interior electronics were another headache. The Uconnect infotainment system, while advanced for its time, had freezing and reboot issues that frustrated daily use. Even the air suspension option, praised for ride comfort, often became a money pit when compressors or airbags failed. Reliability scores from JD Power and Consumer Reports consistently ranked these Ram 2500s below the competition. What makes it frustrating is that the truck itself drove beautifully. Strong engines, a comfortable ride, and impressive capability. But when your dependable heavy-duty pickup spends more time in the shop than on the road, it quickly loses its shine. For buyers today, this generation of Ram 2500 is a gamble. Powerful, yes, but ownership costs can spiral out of control if those weak spots show up. Number 13, Chevrolet Colorado 2015 to 2017. Chevy reintroduced the Colorado in 2015 as a modern mid-size truck for people who didn't need a full-size beast but still wanted utility. It was stylish, fuel efficient, and came with advanced tech features like forward collision warning and lane departure alerts, rare in small pickups at the time. Unfortunately, the honeymoon didn't last long. Owners quickly discovered a long list of reliability issues that made these trucks more trouble than they were worth. The most notorious complaints centered around transmission problems. Drivers reported shuddering, hesitation, and harsh shifts, especially in the 6-speed automatic. GM issued several service bulletins, but even after updates, many trucks continued to act up. On top of that, the engine's variable valve timing components were prone to failure, sometimes causing rough idling or stalling. Add in electrical glitches, like malfunctioning infotainment screens and faulty sensors, and owners grew frustrated. Build quality also wasn't where it should have been. Seats wore out prematurely, interior trim rattled, and water leaks were surprisingly common. Reliability surveys placed the Colorado well below segment leaders like the Toyota Tacoma, which only highlighted the gap. It's a shame because when the Colorado behaved, it offered smooth driving manners and good fuel economy for a truck. But buyers expecting Chevy toughness got stuck with constant trips to the dealer. If you're hunting for a used mid-sized truck today, these years of the Colorado are worth avoiding unless you enjoy rolling the dice with costly repairs. Number 12. Ford Ranger 2001 to 2003. The early 2000s Ford Ranger still carries a bit of nostalgic charm. A small, affordable pickup that felt rugged and no nonsense. These trucks were everywhere in their heyday, serving as first vehicles, worksite beaters, and even off-road toys. But while the Ranger's simplicity made it appealing, its reliability record between 2001 and 2003 is far from spotless. The 3.0-liter Vulcan V6 and 4.0-liter SOHC engines were both prone to serious issues. Timing chain tensioners in the 4.0 were notorious for rattling, stretching, and eventually leading to catastrophic engine damage if not addressed early. The automatic transmissions weren't much better, with frequent reports of slipping, hesitation, and full-on failure well before 100,000 miles. That's devastating for a truck that many buyers expected to last decades. Electrical problems also plagued these models, from faulty alternators and power window switches to malfunctioning fuel pumps that stranded owners without warning. Rust was another hidden enemy, particularly in the frame and suspension mounts. In states with heavy road salt, some Rangers had structural rust so severe that recalls were issued. Despite the problems, people still loved the Ranger's compact size and no-frills attitude. It was cheap to buy and easy to fix, but those fixes often came too frequently. Today, the 2001 to 2003 Ranger is more of a nostalgic project truck than a reliable daily driver. Buyers looking for a dependable used pickup are better off steering clear of these particular years. Number 11. Nissan Frontier, 2019. The 2019 Nissan Frontier should have been a rugged, budget-friendly pickup, but instead it showed its age and flaws. On the surface, the Frontier had old-school truck charm, a strong V6 option, simple design, and lower pricing than most competitors. But when it came to daily ownership, problems piled up. One of the biggest complaints was the outdated 5-speed automatic transmission, which felt clunky, delayed shifts, and in some cases slipped under moderate load. Fuel economy was also poor for its size, often struggling to break 17 miles per gallon combined, which made it less appealing compared to newer mid-sized trucks. Owners also reported electrical issues, from malfunctioning backup cameras to glitchy power windows, problems you wouldn't expect in a modern truck. Add in the fact that the cabin looked like it was stuck in the early 2000s, with cheap plastics and lackluster tech, and it's clear why many buyers walked away disappointed. While the Frontier could handle light work, it lagged behind rivals like the Toyota Tacoma and Chevy Colorado in refinement and long-term dependability. For buyers expecting a tough, reliable workhorse, the 2019 Frontier turned out to be more of a reminder that Nissan's midsize truck needed a complete overhaul. Before we hit the next batch of trucks, here's a quick tip for all you pickup buyers out there. Always check owner reviews, service histories, and common issues before committing. Even a seemingly tough truck can hide costly headaches. And if you're enjoying this countdown of the least reliable pickups, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming videos on trucks, SUVs, and all things automotive. Trust me, your wallet will thank you later. Number 10. Honda Ridgeline, 2014. The 2014 Honda Ridgeline remains one of the most divisive trucks ever made. Honda built it with a unibody platform, which meant it drove more like an SUV than a traditional pickup. That gave it a smooth ride and comfortable handling, but it also created durability concerns. For buyers who expected the toughness of a body-on-frame truck, the Ridgeline often disappointed. Reliability problems centered on its 5-speed automatic transmission, which many owners reported as rough, hesitant, or failing prematurely. Torquey converter issues weren't uncommon, and some repairs cost thousands. The 3.5-liter V6 engine itself was reliable in theory, but owners complained about overheating, especially when towing. The cooling system just wasn't designed to handle heavy loads, which limited its usefulness as a work truck. Suspension durability also became an issue when owners pushed the Ridgeline off-road or carried payloads near its max capacity. Inside, Honda's electronics, including navigation and audio systems, often glitched, adding to the frustration. To be fair, the Ridgeline was comfortable, easy to drive, and unique, but it simply wasn't the reliable do-it-all truck many expected from Honda. Instead of earning a reputation for toughness, the 2014 Ridgeline ended up in a strange middle ground, too soft for truck fans, yet too problematic for casual drivers. Number 9. Toyota Tacoma, 2015. The 2015 Toyota Tacoma shows that even legendary nameplates can have off years. Known for its bulletproof reliability, Toyota's midsize pickup hit some rough patches during this model year. Owners quickly noticed transmission hesitation, especially when shifting from first to second gear. At highway speeds, many reported vibrations that were often traced back to drive shaft alignment or rear differential issues. These problems weren't catastrophic, but they were persistent and frustrating, especially for a truck with Tacoma's reputation. The 4.0-liter V6 was powerful, but far from efficient, returning poor fuel economy for its size. Some owners also experienced premature head gasket failures, which is a costly fix that no one expects from Toyota. Interior quality didn't help the case either. Hard plastics, outdated tech, and uncomfortable seating made the cabin feel cheap compared to rivals. And then there was the frame rust issue. Toyota had already dealt with major frame corrosion recalls in earlier Tacomas, but even in 2015, many owners still found rust creeping up earlier than expected. While resale value stayed high, thanks to Toyota's reputation, buyers who lived through these headaches often felt the truck wasn't worth the premium. The Tacoma name still carried weight, but in 2015, it didn't live up to its usual bulletproof image. Number 8. Ram Dakota 2010. The 2010 Dodge Dakota was meant to bridge the gap between a midsize and a full-size pickup, offering more power than smaller trucks without the bulk of a 2500. Unfortunately, this generation of Dakota became infamous for reliability headaches. The 4.7-liter Magnum V8, while theoretically robust, suffered from severe engine sludge buildup, a problem so notorious that mechanics nicknamed it the Magnum Sludge Monster. If not addressed with frequent maintenance, performance, sludge could clog oil passages, reduce lubrication, and ultimately lead to catastrophic engine failure. Many owners were caught off guard when engines failed well before 100,000 miles. Transmission troubles compounded the Dakota's issues. Automatic gearboxes frequently slipped, shifted harshly, or failed entirely, leaving owners with expensive repairs early in the truck's life. Manual models weren't immune either, often experiencing clutch wear far ahead of schedule. Electrical problems, including faulty sensors, window motors, and dashboard malfunctions, added frustration for owners expecting a dependable ride. Interior quality also fell short of expectations. Rapid wear on seats, trim, and dashboard surfaces made a truck built for work feel cheap, while suspension components such as ball joints and control arms wore out faster than anticipated. Even cosmetic issues like paint peeling and minor corrosion contributed to the sense that the Dakota couldn't handle long-term abuse. For buyers seeking a reliable midsize pickup, the 2010 Dakota is a cautionary tale. Its powerful V8 may look impressive on paper, but the combination of sludge-prone engines, transmission failures, and electrical gremlins makes it a risky investment, leaving owners more often at the shop than on the road. Number 7. Chevrolet Avalanche, 2007 to 2008. The Chevrolet Avalanche, a unique blend of SUV comfort and pickup utility, promised versatility and power in the 2007 to 2008 model years. On paper, it looked like the ultimate lifestyle truck, a spacious cabin, fold-flat midgate, and strong V8 engine. But underneath, owners quickly discovered that the Avalanche was plagued by reliability issues that turned convenience into frustration. The 5.3-liter V8 engine and 6.0-liter option were prone to excessive oil consumption, often forcing owners to top off quarts frequently to avoid engine damage. Transmission problems were also widespread, with harsh shifts, slipping gears, and occasional total failures, particularly in trucks that saw towing or heavy payloads. These issues often appeared well before the 60,000-mile mark, catching many owners by surprise. Electronics weren't any better. Infotainment systems, power locks, and dashboard gauges frequently malfunctioned, leaving drivers struggling with non-functioning features in a vehicle that should have felt premium. Suspension components like control arms, bushings, and ball joints wore out quickly, leading to clunking noises, poor handling, and uneven tire wear. Even cosmetic and body issues, including water leaks and peeling trim, added to the ownership headaches. Despite its versatility and bold looks, the 2007 to 2008 Avalanche often left owners regretting their purchase. What should have been a capable and stylish truck ended up being a constant maintenance chore, proving that even well-designed vehicles can fall short when reliability isn't fully dialed in. Number 6. Ford Super Duty F250/F350, 2008 to 2010. The 2008 to 2010 Ford Super Duty F250 and F350 were designed to dominate the heavy-duty truck market, boasting impressive towing capacity, diesel power, and rugged styling. But the 6.4-liter Power-Stroke diesel engine inside many of these trucks earned a reputation as one of the least reliable in Ford's lineup. Premature turbocharger failures were common, leading to significant power loss and potential collateral damage to other engine components. Owners also reported chronic fuel system problems, including high-pressure fuel pump and injector failures that caused hard starting, rough running, or complete engine shutdown. Cooling system problems added to the frustration. The EGR cooler frequently failed, causing coolant loss and overheating, which could damage the engine if not addressed promptly. Transmission issues also appeared, particularly in trucks used for towing or heavy hauling. Owners reported slipping, harsh shifts, and early automatic transmission failure, often leaving the truck stranded at inconvenient times. Suspension and structural concerns weren't minor either. Heavy-duty ball joints, bushings, and steering components wore prematurely under normal use, affecting handling and safety. To make matters worse, some owners reported early frame rust, compromising the long-term durability expected from a Super Duty. All these issues combined turned what should have been a workhorse into a constant source of costly repairs. For buyers looking for a dependable diesel truck, the 2008 to 2010 F250 and F350 models are a cautionary tale. Raw power is nothing without reliability. Number 5. Nissan Navara, 2005 to 2007. The Nissan Navara, a popular international pickup, offered the promise of rugged reliability and versatility between 2005 and 2007. It was lightweight, nimble, and well-suited for both work and off-road adventures. However, reliability issues quickly tarnished its reputation. Many owners reported suspension problems, particularly with rear leaf springs and bushings, which wore out prematurely under moderate loads. This led to sagging, poor handling, and uneven tire wear, diminishing its utility as a true workhorse. The diesel engines, popular in international markets, were prone to turbocharger failures and injector problems, causing loss of power, rough idling, and decreased fuel efficiency. Owners also experienced frequent electrical gremlins, from malfunctioning instrument clusters to power window failures, making the truck feel unreliable despite its solid frame. Cooling system issues were another concern, with radiator and water pump failures occasionally leading to overheating, which could result in costly engine repairs if ignored. Transmission complaints were common as well, with some automatic and manual units suffering from rough shifts, clutch wear, and occasional total failure. Combined with occasional corrosion on the frame and undercarriage, these problems made the Navara less dependable than its rugged exterior suggested. While still a capable and relatively affordable truck, the 2005 to 2007 Navara required vigilant maintenance and careful inspection before purchase, proving that even globally respected pickups aren't immune to costly reliability issues. Number 4. Chevrolet Silverado 2050 HD, 2011 to 2013. The Chevrolet Silverado 2050 HD from 2011 to 2013 was designed to handle heavy towing, hauling, and worksite abuse. On paper, it looked perfect: strong V8 or Duramax diesel engines, modern technology, and a roomy cabin. But for many owners, these trucks were less dependable than advertised. Transmission issues were widespread, especially in the automatic 6-speed models. Slipping gears, delayed engagement, and harsh shifts became common complaints, particularly when towing or carrying heavy loads. Engine reliability was another concern. Gas engines occasionally suffered from premature oil consumption and timing component wear, while diesel variants faced turbocharger failures and EGR system issues that caused overheating or reduced performance. Electrical problems also plagued these trucks, ranging from dashboard and infotainment glitches to malfunctioning power accessories, all of which added to repair costs. Suspension and steering components, including ball joints and tie rods, wore faster than expected under normal heavy-duty use, impacting handling and safety. Even cosmetic issues, such as early paint peeling and minor frame corrosion, undermined long-term ownership satisfaction. Despite its power and capability, the 2011 to 2013 Silverado 2500 HD often left owners frustrated with constant maintenance and unexpected repair bills. For those buying used today, these years are a gamble. Impressive on paper, but with reliability that falls short of expectations for a heavy-duty truck. Number 3. Dodge Ram 3500 2003 to 2004. The 2003 to 2004 Dodge Ram 3500 was a heavy-duty pickup meant to tackle the toughest jobs. With its massive Cummins diesel engine and rugged construction, it promised unmatched towing and hauling capability. However, the reality for many owners was a series of reliability nightmares. The 5.9-liter Cummins diesel engine, while powerful, faced turbocharger and fuel system issues that often led to loss of power and expensive repairs. Premature wear on injectors and high-pressure fuel pumps meant that even routine maintenance could become a costly affair. Transmission failures were also common, particularly in trucks used for towing or heavy loads. Owners reported slipping, harsh shifts, and complete failures in both automatic and manual units. Suspension components, including control arms, ball joints, and bushings, often wore out early, resulting in clunking noises, uneven tire wear, and poor handling. Surprising for a truck built to endure abuse. Electrical problems, from faulty sensors to dashboard malfunctions, added another layer of headaches, leaving owners frustrated with a truck that should have been bulletproof. Frame rust was also a concern, particularly in northern climates with road salt exposure, compromising long-term durability. While the Ram 3500 of this era could haul massive loads and survive harsh conditions, the combination of engine, transmission, suspension, and electrical issues made ownership expensive and stressful. For buyers seeking a dependable heavy-duty truck, these model years are a cautionary tale. Raw power is impressive, but reliability can be a nightmare. Number 2. Rivian R1T 2022. The 2022 Rivian R1T burst onto the scene as a futuristic electric pickup promising off-road dominance, eco-friendly power, and cutting-edge technology. On paper, it looked revolutionary. Quad-motor all-wheel drive, adjustable air suspension, and over 300 miles of range. However, early ownership quickly revealed reliability issues that turned some of the excitement into frustration. Electrical gremlins were rampant, affecting everything from infotainment infotainment and driver assist features to core vehicle systems. Owners reported unexpected system shutdowns, malfunctioning sensors, and connectivity issues that sometimes rendered the truck temporarily inoperable. Battery performance, while generally strong, occasionally suffered from uneven range and unexpected depletion under heavy off-road or towing use. The complex software ecosystem required frequent updates, and some of these patches introduced new glitches, leaving owners feeling like beta testers. Suspension components, particularly the adjustable air system, experienced premature failures, leading to uneven ride height and a bumpy driving experience. Rivian's ambitious approach to modular storage and gear systems also created minor water intrusion and fitment issues, which affected cabin durability and long-term comfort. While the R1T represents the future of electric trucks and delivers exhilarating acceleration, unique design, and eco-conscious appeal, it's clear that early models weren't fully sorted in terms of reliability. Owners seeking an adventurous, high-tech vehicle must balance innovation with potential maintenance headaches. For now, the 2022 Rivian R1T is more of a trailblazing experiment than a guaranteed long-term workhorse, showing that even the latest EV trucks can face significant growing pains. Number 1. Mazda B-Series, 2000 to 2001. The Mazda B-Series from 2000 to 2001 was Mazda's attempt to offer a reliable, lightweight pickup in the highly competitive midsize truck segment. Based heavily on the Ford Ranger platform, it inherited many of its strengths but also some weaknesses. Engine reliability was a mixed bag. The 3.0-liter Vulcan V6 was generally durable but suffered from cooling system issues, including radiator and water pump failures, which could lead to overheating and, in extreme cases, head gasket problems. Manual transmissions also experienced premature clutch wear and occasional gear grinding, particularly under heavy loads or aggressive use. Electrical systems added more headaches. Owners reported faulty instrument clusters, power window failures, and inconsistent lighting, which diminished the truck's appeal for daily drivers. Suspension components, including control arms and bushings, wore out faster than expected, leading to clunking noises, uneven tire wear, and compromised handling. Interior quality was functional but Spartan, with trim and upholstery showing early signs of wear, which made the cabin feel less refined compared to competitors. Despite these issues, the B-Series offered solid fuel economy, decent payload capacity, and a lightweight chassis that made it easy to maneuver. However, the combination of inherited platform problems, cooling system weaknesses, and electrical quirks meant that the 2000 to 2001 B-Series could quickly become a maintenance-intensive truck. Buyers looking for long-term dependability needed to inspect these models carefully and remain vigilant with preventive maintenance, proving that even compact pickups aren't immune to reliability challenges. And there you have it, 20 trucks that could leave you stranded before 60,000 miles. From diesel nightmares to high-tech headaches, these pickups prove that even vehicles built for work aren't immune to reliability issues. If you own one of these models, consider scheduling a thorough inspection, stay on top of maintenance, or maybe starting shopping for a more dependable replacement. Which of these trucks shocked you the most? Drop a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications. Your next vehicle might just be one click away from being a long-lasting road warrior instead of a costly regret. Drive safe, stay informed, and may your next truck last longer than these lemons.